It's all fair. Oh wait.
And now we're good.
Are we really doing this?
We're really doing this. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Intellectually Discussions. There's a title there. It probably says some words, and that's what it's called. I'm here today with Ryan.
Okay. I guess my name is attached to this then. Whatever this is.
You're stuck in this video forever. Is this fun?
Until I make you delete it, because we have nothing to talk. Like, this is completely unscripted, and no one's gonna watch it ever. It's gonna get
that's silly.
It's gonna get 8 views, maybe not.
If we can't think of anything to talk about, then we talk to the fans, we answer questions, and we sing songs. We do a little dance. We can throw on the webcams and start dancing.
There are no fans. I'm not turning on my webcam. We're not singing any songs. None of this is happening.
What do you mean it's not? It's
not, none of it is real.
What?
None of it is real. We're not even really talking to each other. You have to understand this. All I'm seeing right now is this circle with a cut-off picture and cut-off text. It says, like, bud. And I'm talking to some sort of voice.
That's me. That's me. It's me. Justin.
Yeah,
hey.
But it's not. It's none of it is real. None of it's real. It's all through the computer. It's all you're wired in, and this is what our generation is. That's all it is. That's all it'll ever be.
Wait,
our generation's going to be the end of everything, you know, and that's what everyone says, and that's why we should believe it.
Is that why we're Generation Z?
You're right. Yeah, there's no letters left, are there? Are we going to create new letters? Are we that kind of generation?
We would so do that. Oh my god, because we
that's so true
all the time.
No. Actually, if anything, we would subtract letters because that's what we're always trying to do when we're texting. Right?
Well, really, how often do you use the letter K? What words start with K?
Okay.
Besides the letter itself. The K will become a symbol for, like...
Well, I need my last name, okay?
Well, who cares about that? I certainly don't. That's
Kevin does. Let's see.
Hey, Kev. Do I know a Kevin?
If we added letters, actually that kind of makes sense because now we have to, you know, accommodate everybody.
This generation will want to look smarter.
Be like, hey, why can't we have a glue? Why is there no glue? And then everyone's gonna be like, where's the glue? Where's the glue? So we're gonna have to add a glue. And it's gonna go between R and P.
Can you spell? How do you spell that? Right? We've been missing letters since the dawn of time.
It's spelled parentheses, duck parentheses.
I mean, the letter K probably won't be a letter anymore. It'll be a symbol.
Think about a time before letters. Now, how real was that? We never fabricated any of our thoughts. We just had to say them to each other. There was no mystical made-up language.
Well, then it's a lot more fun now, isn't it? So you can just make up noises and just...
When we die,
it makes sense to you, and that's all that matters.
When we die and we go to heaven and we talk to God, he's not going to know what we're saying because English is beneath. Any language is beneath.
No. It's okay because English is a lot cooler.
It's archaic. It's a human construction. It's a social construct.
Well, so is just we're social.
Just anything. That's right.
You're social constructs.
But this is even more fake because it's digital, and digital is bad, and that's what the previous generation is trying to tell us. And they have no ulterior motive whatsoever. Like, what are they, jealous? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
It's similar to the idea of, well, you meet someone online, obviously they're trying to kill you.
It's all about the media and it's all about the internet. That's all we're ever gonna hear. That's all we're ever gonna hear the rest of our lives. Them and their internet. They're always on their stupid phones. Why, back in my day, if we had one of those phones, I would have loved it.
Well, exactly, and then
it's not our fault.
In the news.
We didn't even make the phones. Your generation made them.
You're doing this to us.
If we didn't use them, you'd be like, oh wow, look at all that we created, and they don't even care. They don't even care. What are we supposed to do?
In the news, it's always, hey, this person got killed by an internet guy. This guy got killed by an internet person. It's never like the nice stories of, hey, Justin went over to Adam's house and he met Brian and they made a documentary together and now they're bestest friends forever. It's all thanks to the internet. That wouldn't be on the news because that would be a happy story.
There's not going to be any news anymore. I'm surprised that newspapers are still a thing. Like, how are those still a thing?
Why have anything but BuzzFeed? Am I right, guys? Up top.
BuzzFeed? Oh, okay. Well, I guess so. Why have anything other than the BuzzFeed polls? Which Harry Potter character are you? Which house would you be?
Might I note that I have not been on BuzzFeed for anything but the polls?
Yeah, exactly. But what else would you be on it for?
But apparently a lot of people get their news from there, so why not?
Well, apparently I'm Woody and apparently I'm Kermit, so that's all good. See, that's again what the internet's all about. It's all about being someone you're not. You see, that's what all the cyberbullying is. That's what all of the catfishing is. It's all about faking out other people.
Brian, is there something you want to tell us? Personal experiences that you're holding back on?
No. Nope.
What happened to you, Brian? What did they do to you?
There's nothing. They didn't do anything. It was all me. It was all what I did.
What did you do, Brian? What did you do?
I did. That's the problem. I didn't do anything. But this is the generation all about doing something. But here's the thing. Everything that we ever do is fake.
Everything we do holds the same meaning as anything else. Because when there's no meaning to anything, it's all the same level. It's all about what we care about. If someone cares about being rich and getting money, they're gonna do that stuff. If someone cares about this, they're gonna do this.
No,
it's all about what you care. If something doesn't matter to you, it's non-existent. It just doesn't exist.
No, you can care, but the thing is, there's nothing. So you're caring about nothing. That's the thing. And once we're all dead and all of this is nothing, then we're gonna realize what we were caring about.
If it's important to you, it doesn't mean it's important to anyone else in the world. But
that's right.
I mean,
where does that take us?
Do you know what you've contributed to life, Brian?
I was the voice of a fan.
I was gonna say you made a.
What did you do? Are you back?
You made a fan talk.
Right. Is there like a video editor on this thing? Can you get rid of that? That's the thing. What's posted online is permanent. You can't get rid of any of it. That's what this is about. That's what Unfriended was about. I didn't see it yet.
Wait, I thought, did you not see that when you went to see Adam and Taylor?
No, I wanted to though, because we talk on Skype all the time. I've definitely talked to Taylor on Skype more than I have in real life, which is kind of interesting when you think about it. So then it was like, hey, we should go see Unfriended because it'll either freak us out or we can make tons of fun of it about it.
I would not.
But the thing is, like, when you see like on screen they're talking, be like, oh no, don't go on screen share, no. Instead of like, don't go in the door, be like, oh no, don't hit your microphone, oh no.
It matters so. And this is what the generation has turned into. It's all based on the technology that businesses throw at us, and then it becomes our language, and then we speak the words of the big businesses that are giving it all to us.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Unfriended is that they needed to get the consent of the major companies in order to make that movie, because it had to be realistic to us. It had to be realistic in terms of how it depicted the fake. So it needed the Skype, it needed the Facebook, it needed the whatever. Are they on MacBooks? Or are they on
we shall all bow down.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, there it is. They're getting my culture. They're getting my life. My life and my culture, it's all there. That's what it is. I'm seeing it on the screen.
Why do we give them money, right? Just steal it all.
That's what we're going to end up doing. I don't think we're even going to have currency in a while.
The problem is, eventually, everyone's going to turn to stealing all intellectual content, and then there won't be any more because there's no funds to make it, and we're kind of just screwing ourselves.
It's not just going to be intellectual content. It's going to be like, why should I elect the president? I should just steal it. I should just steal the title.
Well,
I'm president now.
That's another thing. If you don't believe that the president is actually in charge of you, then you could just be your own president. Like, who determines who's in charge, right?
Well,
if you
can't
believe
just do
in
whatever you
government
want
and
because-
society, then yes, that's who decides it for you.
So then when the police come to arrest you, you'd be like, "Whoa, I'm not a part of any of this. I'm not a part of anything. What are you doing putting those handcuffs on?"
I'm not in your world of reasoning, you know?
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Believe me, I believe it makes sense, so therefore it makes sense.
But no. I'm sorry.
And I determine that you're wrong. You'll always be wrong. You are an incorrect person in my realm of logic.
But you're still going to jail. That's the thing.
If you can make me.
They can easily make you.
Ryan, I'm the president. You can't touch me.
All right, you see, this is what our generation amounts to right here. You see, everyone's all high up, and they think, "Oh, we could do whatever. We can do anything we want," right? Yeah.
Well, social media makes it all possible. You can just tell the whole world how important you are.
It's all about the social media, right? That's what it is.
We had an interesting dilemma early. This is what our generation has come down to. Brian, I don't know what to do. I really want to post pictures on Twitter of my friend's Snapchat story, but even though I can usually talk to him on Skype, he's away in Europe at the moment. And I can't find a way to talk to him.
The thing is, this is how the Sony hack started, okay?
A decade ago, could you have said that? You could not have said anything remotely like
the Guardians of Peace were like, "Hey, this email is interesting." You think like, can I post it? No, all right. I should ask their permission via a threat, and if they don't respond to the threat, then we can post all the emails. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's just, a bunch of kids sitting around being like, "We're so funny."
No, that's not what it was. That's definitely not what it was, though. That's the thing. It's not.
Brian, there are smart kids out there.
But you're looking at it as if it was a punchline.
It was so. I take that back. I cancel that. I cancel what I. Where's the delete button? Where is?
There's no delete button.
Where's the delete button on my conversation?
That's what this is all about. This is all unfiltered.
And now this goes out to the world, and my name is on it. It's connected to me forever. How does that happen?
I don't know. That's the world we live in now. It's whatever you say, it'll be taken and misinterpreted or properly interpreted because you're that big of a jerk.
I am
people
perfect at showing off what I mean to say. I add smiley faces to literally everything just to make sure you get the point.
Just to make sure you compensate for your actual tone.
Wow, you're actually the worst person ever. Smiley face.
Yeah. Like, wow, no one would ever love you. Smiley face.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna shove you down the stairs now. Push and then text. Tongue face.
I hate the tongue face.
Tongue face. You made me stop the tongue face.
The tongue face never sticking your tongue out at someone.
Tongue face like once per year now. Because ever since you're like, yeah, it makes me feel uncomfortable. What was that?
Yeah, because then you're sticking your tongue out at someone. That's not nice. What would you have like?
I used to do it all the time. It's just part of my internet vocabulary. You say one time, yeah, I really don't like it when people do that, and then suddenly in my mind I'm like, I can't do this ever again.
That's like if they had an
I can't think of anything else to post. But there you go. Brian ruins everything. That's just a fact.
That's like if they had an emoticon for an annoyed expression and like a hand wave, like like I forget you. Like I don't want it. Like I mean, like what? Who wants to see that when you're talking to someone? Who wants to see that? Or just like an like roll eyes or face palm.
It's the internet. These are tiny little pictures
but
to show emotion. It's not the action that matters.
Oh, so you're saying it is fake?
All the time.
So
you're saying it is fake.
You're saying it's fake.
The emotion behind the
You're saying
wink.
it's fake. You're saying it's fake. You're saying it's fake.
It's fake, but it matters to us.
But
Why does it matter to us? I don't know, but it does.
No, that's right. It does matter to us because I was offended. I was truly offended. So we were offended by what was fake.
Why?
It's like getting offended by a movie, you see. Nothing in it was real.
House Guest was real to me, Brian, and it tore me apart.
Is that what we're getting to? We're getting the Steven Universe episodes? Oh, well, that's a great show, but none of it was real.
And that's the story of how Ben went from commenting and distracting people from the live stream to being in the live stream.
Are people watching this?
We have about 6 viewers at the moment.
Is anyone commenting?
One of them was Ben, and I believe one of them is technically me. So we're so popular.
Did anyone else comment? Do we have any fans?
Well, yeah, I've been watching the conversation, but...
Is my microphone okay?
Oh, well, none of them are real, that's the thing.
Can you guys hear me and everything?
Yes, we hear you very well, Ben. Get over it.
I really need to
It's not
update my
about
Google
you.
Plus icon, don't I?
Wait,
How do I
what's
do that? I need to update my Google Plus icon thing. It's still soap, isn't it?
From what was that episode? Hurrah?
Yeah,
How do I change it?
We're having an intellectual discussion here, and
About
you
what?
brought us down to inanimate insanity.
Oh no!
You brought up House Guest, Justin. His least favorite episode.
Every Steven Universe conversation is an intellectual conversation because it's Steven.
But it's not. But it's not actually the worst episode. That's the thing.
But it is.
Oh wow, people are watching.
No. It's just a fact.
You see, who the heck is Stan is fake. Cormac Oliver is fake. Jay Watal is fake. Wyatt.
They're real to me.
Pakistan, Uzbekistan,
Mina
and
Master
who the heck
One
is
is
Stan?
fake.
Mr. Mega Amazing asks, Justin, have you watched Markiplier or Game Grumps? Watched a few videos here and there. They're cool and all. I just don't watch a lot of gameplay. Well, that's a bad thing. I mean, I make J plays. Don't actually watch other games.
Make present tense.
Make? Really?
I could get back to it. I will get back to it. I've been waiting for Sam to make something for a very long time that has to come before the next J play. Now, Brian, you're making them think they're fake. All the poor little fans. Look what you're doing.
But I'm just alerting them to the truth.
Am I fake, Brian? Am I at least real to you?
What is that? But what does that mean? What does that matter?
But I want to feel important.
Would you feel important if that were the case?
I feel like anything that you say is really what matters in life.
Okay, well, what makes everyone feel important? What makes everyone feel important?
Well,
What makes you go, oh, this is real? What makes that happen?
if it can make me smile, it's important.
How do you know it's not a dream?
Why
Do you have
would
a totem? Do you have one of those spinning things from Inception with the top,
right?
and it goes? Does it? Do you have one of those?
A dream is an experience, and you can make anything from
Life
an
is an
experience.
experience.
It's an experience. It's a mental experience. But isn't reality a mental experience as well?
And Adam and Sandy episode 9 is a mental experience. Because Mina Master 1 is asking for me to say, oh, Adam, OMG, when's episode 9? In an impatient viewer's voice. But here's the thing, you can watch episode 9 right now in your mind.
Brian,
What?
when's episode 9?
It's coming out tomorrow. Of
To
next
clarify
year.
for the one person out there that doesn't know, Anonymous Sandy episode 9 will be season 2, episode 9 to be
And Adam and Sandy episode 9 is already out. It's been out for a while.
Season 2, episode 9 is well under construction at the moment. But the audio skeleton's 100% complete, right? Audio skeleton.
No, it's not.
If it's not, then we're close enough.
We don't have a voice for yet.
Well, that could have been solved a while
It's
ago.
funny because I
mean,
almost.
in particular, but
I'm really glad I didn't actually say it because
Spoiler alert, Fan is in the next episode.
microphone's in the next episode. Microphone's in it.
No.
Me phone's in it.
Stop it, Brian! You shut your
McGrath makes an appearance in the background.
You know what? You're fired!
The clouds make cameos.
I am sick and tired of you just saying whatever you
Non-speaking
want,
cameo.
whenever you want.
Non-speaking cameos.
Guys, I changed my Google Plus icon to to match your guys' things, but it didn't change. Why isn't it changing?
You have to leave and never come back, and then maybe next time.
Someone's quoting a man.
If I leave and then come back, will it actually will it fix itself?
Might not. It might take like an hour or so to set in. So.
An hour?
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
Cormac asks, Justin, do you love Taylor and does he love you? 3.
Okay, here's the thing. I love Taylor a lot. A lot. But unfortunately, I don't think it's reciprocated.
Didn't Taylor make a DeviantArt post to that effect?
He should make more. That's
But if it's real to you, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter how he feels, right?
True.
A relationship. You were advocating for one-sided relationships just before. You see?
If it's real to Pearl, it's real to me too.
Guys, I found it. I'm gonna
Gross.
comment it in the live stream chat so people can take a look. Oh wait, I have
So
to remove it won't let me put a web address in the chat.
Break it up. It's spaces.
How do I? Okay.
Good job, Ed. Woo, you can internet.
I'm
Yay.
messing around with my game.
No, it won't let me. Okay. It won't let me put in the http:// thing.
Oh no. Okay.
Pick it up. Nope, it's not letting me. Oh well.
So what do you want to talk about?
Hold on. I wanna try to fix my icon.
Oh, well, let's just focus on that. No. Okay, Mr. Who the heck is Stan? It's PayJ. Like that's a lot more obvious than Nitro J. Yeah, KnifeX USB. There you go.
KnifeX USB, I like that.
That's awesome, right?
It didn't work.
We could be best buddies. And what would
We're best buddies.
Is that what he would say?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Oh, but not KnifeX OJ, OJX knife.
No, like, guys, paper. Paper needs
Wait, what are we talking about?
Shipping.
shipping.
Oh, shipping.
It's all about shipping. That's
I ship yin and yang.
We went
I
from
think they should always be together.
we went from
your icon's working, by the way.
Yay!
No, it's not. I don't see it working. Oh, it does in the video though.
Yeah.
But we went from reciprocated relationships to one-sided relationships to relationships that one other person is egging on that the two that they're egging on are not a part of. How fake is that?
I ship Garnet.
I'm not a big when it comes to shipping for television shows and such. I'm not usually big on that. Like I have a few II ones in mind, but that's because I have to think about II a lot as a
Or
writer.
you're fired.
Yeah, basically.
Sure.
And there are things that are canon in my mind, but not even the other writers. So it's like,
Oh, and because you're thinking of the SIPs, that means they're going to be realized on the show, right?
right? Okay, so everyone, if PJ doesn't happen, it's probably because of Taylor being smelly pants. So go yell at him,
Okay.
right?
Well, what SIPs? What SIPs are good? Because there's a SIP for every show.
Well,
At least one.
okay, with Steven Universe, I've had Rose and Pearl in mind for like
Oh,
ever
yeah.
and ever.
That's a
But
great show.
I can't even think of anything else that isn't like already canon within the show.
I ship
Like, I
Garnet.
could Wait, what?
Steven and Connie are canon.
I ship Garnet.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Well, that's canon in the show. Like,
That ship had sailed.
besides, like, Pearl Rose, I can't think of, like, any other shows where I ship two characters that aren't kind of already canon. Right?
What about...
I can bring up the show Korra, but that, yeah, that
Oh,
one's
but
out.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're...
I haven't finished Korra, guys. I'm
You
almost done,
barely
though. I've
started.
already gotten an entire
You-
episode
You
done.
watched episode 1. We can watch more right after this. You want to do that? Let's do that.
Let's how would you guys like to listen to us react? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Everyone here
That'd be
should watch.
terrible.
Score. Everyone should.
All right,
should watch.
everybody get the video open. All right, 3, 2, 1.
One, click.
Just kidding.
That's usually
Our
how it
excellent.
goes. That's
Yes.
the thing.
Gar.
The Hexistan gets it.
Well, if the thing is, if you guys want to hear us talk about anime things or whatever, we have another channel Mediated discussions. Because you guys are really special. So you can all find out. But I didn't even make a video.
You
about it
8
yet.
people. You can double our viewership. Triple even.
Triple. It's called Mediated Discussions. We've talked about Steven Universe. We've talked about MLP. What else will we talk about? I'll probably do one on Frozen Fever. We'll talk about Community.
We're gonna do Inside Out when that comes out.
We'll do Sponge Out of Water.
How about maybe Korra? As I get
You could just I think if you just look up Mediated Discussions, you can find it.
That happens for me.
I look up Mediated Discussions Steven just to make it more specific, but yeah, either way it should work.
This is cool. We can finally get comments. We have no comments other than Sam commenting once.
well, now we know our fan base, so we should.
Oh, and we'll do Gravity Falls when it comes back.
Yeah, well, yeah, we do shows live. Usually.
Gravity Falls. What's that?
We can do SpongeBob other than the movie.
What do we have, Ryan? What do we have planned to come up?
Whoa, wait a minute. The MLP ones has a 301 plus thing.
Yeah, that's cool. I think it's 301 plus. That means like 303 or something.
We have Star Versus coming up, right?
Oh yeah, Star versus the Force of Evil.
I
still need to see that.
It has 5 episodes,
Fantastic.
and by 5
I'm not
episodes,
completely caught up, but I adore it already.
I mean, 5 episodes comprising 2 11-minute episodes. So it's pretty much 10 episodes. It's basically 10 episodes. It's a really, really great show.
Well,
great show already.
It picks up faster than Steven does. It
does, and I hope it continues to show a story.
It picks up at Gravity Falls speed.
No way.
I can't.
I mean, I loved it since episode 1. Like.
But wait. It does like Gravity Falls Steven Universe story arc things.
Not yet.
According to Brian, you said something about them probably going into that as time goes on, though?
I saw an interview that suggested that. I don't know, they didn't say spanning over multiple episodes, but when they talked about the stories, it just sounded like that's what they meant. I think. I would have to check the wording of the interview again, but already you see...
Here we go, Brian, giving false information on the live stream.
No, it's not false information. You could already see continuity spanning across episodes, just in little things.
This
Ooh, we could do Phineas and Ferb. Sorry, I'm thinking about stuff for immediate discussions.
Yeah, I already did.
So
I did Act Your Age on my channel. Act Your Age is such a great episode. I donated to Jeff Swampy Marsh. Had this Walk on Water charity foundation, which was a really good cause. I donated to it. I should be getting a sketch from him, Phineas and Ferb character.
Brian X, everyone that works on Phineas and Ferb.
Pretty much.
Justin X, the Steven Universe storyboarders.
Star X.
Well, and Sugar.
Someone loves Star
Versus.
Versus. Yeah, not many people love Star Versus yet, so good for you. Who the heck is Stan?
Well, Mina Master wants to know if you've seen Harvey Beaks. I have not.
I haven't. Is that the new Nick show?
Yeah.
I've heard it's actually good, right?
It looks interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get around to it. 1,000 shows I have to get. What did I promise I was going to watch after Star Versus? I forget. Wander Over Yonder.
Wander Over Yonder. Yeah, I only saw the first episode, and I was like, oh,
is that a good show? I
wasn't crazy about the first episode. That's the thing.
Well, Ben, there's one other person in the world that wants to marathon Gumball with me other than you. His name is Taylor, and he's the one that really wants me to also watch Wander.
I didn't know Taylor watched Gumball.
He said that he's talked to you about it before. I think. Wait, I could be wrong.
It seems like his kind of show.
But, no, yeah, Taylor showed me plenty of Gumball episodes like you.
I haven't shown you any Gumball episodes.
Have you not?
I have not shown you a single Gumball episode. And
okay, I guess Taylor showed me enough that...
it's a good show. I think you should watch it, Brian.
This shows how much we can talk about things that are fake.
It's real to me!
We talk about fake things to escape thinking about what's happening in our real lives.
No, that's just stupid.
Wants to know if I could show some 3D knife trophy stuff. I could probably just upload.
Justin's planning a whole series of that.
Shh.
Ow!
Oh, did it get loud? Sorry.
God.
Love you, Brian. But I can do a live stream another time, just focusing on that. Sure.
Justin,
Why
they
not?
want tutorials.
3D fake? Whoa!
I made the knife trophy thing about a year ago, maybe a little more than a year ago, and I uploaded it. I was thinking, oh, why not?
You know what? I actually want to ask them a question while we're on the subject of II. What character do you want to see more of? What characters do you want expanded on?
Wait, that's to the fans?
That's the fans. You could answer, I guess, but it's to the fans. I could ask you whenever I want.
Yeah, you do, and you do. And we talk to each other about this stuff all the time. I've been thinking more about fan. I kind of want a fan arc soon. A separate fan arc from what we've already been.
There's one in progress, and it'll definitely get.
Yeah, so I want to break off a little.
Why hasn't fans started a Tumblr blog a la Ronaldo yet?
I probably should for me.
Wait,
Because, okay,
can you do the fan blogs still?
The reason why I can't, and I wrote one, but I mean, fan wrote one.
On the II website, yeah.
And the fan told me that he wrote one, and I was gonna post it for him. But then Aaron was like, "Oh, well, I have to fix something. I'll fix it soon," and he just never fixed it. And he had told me that in February, and I guess I should just I could
Just
I
do it
could
on
make
Tumblr.
a Tumblr
Just make
for
like a
fan.
Tumblr. That would be
Yeah,
awesome.
no, I'll talk
I'd
to
love
fan
that.
about it. Talk to fan about it.
Next, we have a live
Fan
stream
is-
of fans
Brian's
talking
the only
to
one
II
who-
fans about the show.
Fan, knife, and balloon should have a life.
Do you want me to talk as Knife for like an hour? Can I do that?
Oh, you mean your knife impersonation?
Shut up.
It's pretty impressive.
It is pretty impressive.
It's not as good as Retro Guys, but still.
Stop it.
You see, everything's fake except for them.
I mean, I could give it a try.
Everything's fake except for what we convince people.
Okay, ready?
No one's answering my question. Which characters do I still want?
Because
That's because there's lag.
Yeah.
There's lag, eh?
It takes
You're a jerk, and I'm a jerk. Big difference. Yeah, we did it.
It's my favorite line I ever wrote, probably.
It's pretty rad.
Do we have a shirt of that yet? Do we have a shirt?
I think the design was made like a year ago. It was just
Where's
never-
the shirt?
We can talk to Adam whenever we want.
Hey, everyone, say you want that shirt. Or say you want it on, like, I don't know, a mug, whatever.
Jay Tucker's balloon for a fan minute.
Is that longer than or shorter than a regular minute?
I'm trying to figure that out. I
Hot minute.
auditioned like twice in my life for a balloon. One time right before Nate got it back, and one time right before you got it. It's very. I try to go for the original. Very.
Balloon never made it to episode 6 in either season.
I think Nate still has his balloon audition up. I'm gonna look it up. I want to because it brightens up my day whenever I get to watch it because he has this squeaky little voice.
Oh, you see, it caught up because now people are saying they want the shirt. Oh, except for that one person who's like, I don't want that shirt.
I've been shirt.
You want it like, I don't know, a mug.
No, you look at the yes.
Okay.
Yes,
See, so I caught up. So that means everyone ignored my question about what character they want to see expanded on in II. That's what they did. They ignored it.
Well, to be fair,
100% of
You know
our.
what? We're just gonna give Marshmallow all the screen time.
No, maybe I don't know. Okay, so guys, if you look up Balloon's audition tape on YouTube, you can get the very original Balloon audition, and it sounds so adorable, and it makes me so happy.
Guys, we have to tell Adam that 100% of our audience wants that shirt.
We're
Yeah,
making
of
history,
our
guys.
audience. Right, because that's true. We'll just delete Cormac Oliver because he doesn't want it. But he's fake anyway, might as well delete him. Oh, Dallas Todd is here. Dallas Todd is fake as well. Oh, LOL is here. He's fake.
They
Upside
don't
down face
understand that we're
LOL.
here for it. Maybe.
Oh, who the
But-
heck is fan wants to see Garnet?
Can Garnet be an II?
I don't see why not. She's an
We'll
object.
just ask Estelle.
She's a we have a character named Conversation.
I'm Fury. I'm Patience. I'm Conversation.
You're too many things. Get out. I feel like you're cheating.
Nate, who used to voice Balloon, almost made a show that was, I forget what it was called. I think it was like a motion battle, It was like the characters were emotions. This was pre-Inside Out.
Oh my gosh, Inside
So,
Out
it's
totally
like
stole this
Inside Out.
idea.
They could probably sue, right?
Nate should hack Inside Out. He should hack
They kind of looked like
Hack
these like
Pixar.
weird egg shapes with faces, all of them. Just they were colored differently.
Mr. Lester, what is it? The Inside Out full movie has been leaked online. Oh no, how?
It was, but they renamed it.
Raw Fizzy Sizzles has leaked the film. Oh my.
That's a good question, my Master One. That's a good question.
Well, you know we are animators, but that also means that we can kill.
Guys, did you guys see mine and Master One's question?
Yeah. So how's the T-shirt contest going, Brian?
Oh.
I haven't
well,
talked to Adam about it in a while.
I went through it and I picked my 5 favorites. So those should be the ones that win, right?
I haven't even gotten to look at them.
I read through all
I've looked at a lot of them, and a lot of them are beautiful. So it's going to be really hard to narrow it down.
No, there were a lot of really good ones. You guys are really
man.
cool.
I don't have
Yeah.
them. I'd love to take a look at them soon.
Who the heck is Stan needs to know who's eliminated next episode? Needs to know.
All right.
Courtney.
No. We'll talk.
Courtney's not an anonymous insanity fan.
It's one of the Grand Slams.
Dude, it's like half of the characters.
Is it?
Actually, by this point.
It's more than half, isn't it?
Doesn't narrow it down that much. But what if OJ hosts again and then he eliminates a bright light? Ooh.
Can we get OJ to host like in every episode by surprise? Like he doesn't become like no one ever says, "Oh,
There has
yeah,
to be
I'm
some
gonna
sort of
host the rest of the show."
contrived
But every single
reason.
episode, there's a reason that OJ has to become the host.
That's not a contrived reason each time. It's like,
I think
me phone had violin practice.
I think this was one of the closest votes yet, though, right?
No.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
I don't.
We
think
don't
so.
really have.
No. Okay. Ever since there's Anatomy of Insanity seasons 1/2, episodes 1/2, obviously seasons 1 to 2. If we're talking just this season, because it was crazy season 1, especially because we had to count the votes by hand, me and Adam usually.
Yeah.
I counted too.
I almost every episode, Adam and I, especially once I wasn't voicing any characters, he wanted me to do something, so he's like, "Your official vote counter with me now." I was like, "Yes!" But
As long as you feel like you have a purpose.
that was my only
Don't.
purpose in that for a while.
Your life's meaningless. It's kind of funny. Okay, go ahead.
Stop it!
It's funny.
No, we were talking about something. Okay, yeah. See, episodes 1/2, those votes were crazy because that's when we were actually
Those
going
were
back
close.
and forth on people. Especially episode 1 because it was going back and forth between Tissues and Apple, Tissues Apple. That would have made such a difference. Not only in the plots, but even with the fans saying, "Well, why do new characters get eliminated every episode?" We would have started out with an oldie. Weird.
That's so true. I didn't even think about that when you said it. But here's the thing: if the Tissues made it through, I know a lot of people like them, but I have no idea what
What would we have done with Tissues?
I have no idea.
I
thought it could be like.
That's why I was kind of fine with him leaving.
That's why. Like, I mean, he says the whole thing about oatmeal raisins causing global warming. I mean, I think he could have been a conspiracy theorist.
Isn't that what fans supposed to do?
Ooh.
Pretty much, but then we would have just given it to Tissues.
Who was that? Who was eliminated so far that we could have done like a lot with?
Cherries.
Cherries? Okay.
Cherries
Yeah,
is the biggest one. Now, if we
Cherries
ever...
we didn't have anything planned for though, did we? I don't think.
Well, he was going to be like the prankster dude. I don't know. Adam had no plans for
By
him,
this
I did.
point, besides the character that gets eliminated next episode, we have long-term plans for. So it's gonna be interesting from this point on how we have to go about things.
We have long-term plans for every character. Even some of the old ones that got
Yeah,
out.
well,
yeah.
we'll
Or
get back to
ones that
that.
aren't even in. They have stuff.
Uh,
We have the whole season,
even non-contestants, like just characters that were never contestants. We got
or at least a variety of ways that it can go.
How many non-contestant characters that were never contestants do we have long-term plans for? I want that. That's interesting to think about.
What, you mean
Um,
like Me Phone?
Yeah,
Oh, well.
Well, I mean, there's
Yeah,
3
long-term
if you count Me Phone, Me Pad, and Toilet.
there's outsiders too.
Those 3
oh,
definitely
right.
have.
Yeah. There's I can think of another one.
There's Steve
4.
Cobbs, and then there's... We know that Steve Cobbs is recurring. We already confirmed that.
Cool.
Unless James just calls us up and is like, yeah, no.
What?
What? You want me to be recurring? Huh. No, Digi's actually really cool because like any day he could just call us and be like, yeah, no, but he doesn't.
Because
He gets his lines to us really quickly.
Digibro is one of the coolest people in the
He
world.
probably does his lines before I do mine.
And I want to be his friend so bad.
He's a really cool guy.
I love his. Oh man, his channel is fantastic.
Yeah, no, I could listen to him talk about anything. He's really cool. I mean, like we watched him back when like he just started.
You watched him before he was cool.
That's right. We watched him before.
I think Adam found him right when he started to pick up, and that's why he wanted. Well, Adam just recognized the voice. He's like, "Yep, that's what we need." But,
nah, it wasn't even like he had like less than 1,000 subscribers. I'm pretty sure, and it was like, yeah, no, he's really good.
But I think Digi's the only person that throughout II that we heard the voice and we're like, we need him for a character. You know, we need him.
Pretty much made a character for him.
Pretty much everyone else, it was we need to find someone for the character.
Yeah, we wrote it for him.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think I talked to Digi once in a Skype call, and I just made an idiot of myself because I didn't know what to say, and Adam was like describing something. He was like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna have like this setting, and the mountains are gonna be kind of like Mario or whatever." So I'm like, "Oh, so it's kind of like a combination of this and like the Mario." Like I was just parroting everything Adam said. I sounded really stupid, and he probably left the call and was like, "Man, that guy's just elite."
Well, at least you exist. Oh wait, do you?
No, nobody exists.
Nobody exists.
The thing is, yeah, no, we're gonna keep talking, and then it's just you're gonna slowly realize how little of it matters in a broader context. Someone asked, do you guys have favorite letters?
Well,
you mean of the alphabet?
I like the letter K because
I like love
keep
letters.
saying it. And, no, you.
I like B. I like B. I like S. Oh, that was unintentional.
That's total
I'm sorry.
BS.
I'm sorry, that was unintentional.
It's intelligent squid.
Intelligent Squid is fake.
Also,
The Island of Animations is fake.
Isn't intelligent squid the same person as Queenie Houdini?
J2 is fake.
Well, welcome.
You're all a bunch
to
of
our
phonies. You're all a bunch of phonies.
The animation station says hello, and we say hello back.
Who does that remind you of when you hear the word phony, Justin?
Holden Caulfield.
Holden Caulfield. Oh, okay, cool. Ben, you know.
Ah, yeah.
I'm reading it right now. No spoilers.
Oh, you haven't
that's
read
one of my
Catch and Rye?
favorites.
Okay, wait, where are you up
Catch and
to?
Rye is beautiful, in my opinion.
I only have a couple more chapters.
Love it.
Where are you?
He just left Phoebe's room and is like staying with one of his old teachers or whatever. Phoebe is the best.
That guy.
That leads to some interesting conversations.
It's a literary classic.
Love it.
I wrote about it on my SAT. Yeah, it's a really good book.
I definitely did also.
I would pick that one.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember a single SAT essay that I wrote.
I
could think of like some books that I definitely talked about at some points or multiple points, but I can't specifics.
No. This was my SAT every time. I would be like, okay, I'm gonna talk about Catcher in the Rye and a Pixar movie. This is every time. And then
What about The Lion King?
actually, I did write about The Lion King once.
Really?
Yeah, it was a practice. It depends on what I get.
Book-wise, I've done Catcher. I did.
I think I did Frankenstein on a practice.
I think I did I did Wicked like twice. Maybe that was.
Oh, that's cool.
Wicked is such an interesting book.
I did Dr. Horrible on a practice.
I haven't done anything.
ACT those essays are interesting because they're usually pretty easy. You either agree or disagree. Usually, disagreeing is the harder choice, and usually that's the more fun choice because then you're saying the less conventional stuff that everyone's gonna say. Like the essay I did the best on was like in terms of sports teams or the people that are like the most athletic or whatever. Should they always get to play, and should there be people who are like on the bench frequently or whatever? And I said yes because they earned it. Blah blah blah.
Well, there he goes.
What?
Bryn doesn't exist anymore. That's what happens in intellectual discussions. You don't last long.
He's not real.
I guess that drops, so we can move on to back to the fans, our viewers. viewers is the better word. Who the heck is Stan writes, Jay, if you can make out with any object, which would it be? Why do I want to know? My research.
Wink, wink.
Is it bad if I want to eat marshmallow post? I'm not.
Keep it PG, Justin.
I was gonna start off by saying no one, but I don't want to be boring about it.
It can't be knife, no matter how much you like knife.
I don't want to cut off my face.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a paper cut, so. I'm gonna stick with marshmallow. Marshmallows are, yeah, cute. What? Just shut up. So weird. So weird. Did you want to say something, Ben?
No. I think you're doing well. Keep going.
I'm nothing without Brian. That's a fact. Is there anything you want to do immediate discussion on? Back on the other channel.
Well, I want to do love letters.
We were supposed to do that with Adam today, and since he's non-existent at the moment, please leave a message after the beep. I'm not sure if I could talk tomorrow. When we decided that we could start letting other people join, Brian did say it's based on convenience, but he also mentioned that Adam could add a lot to the conversation based on what he said to him. I don't know. What if we just talk about it now? I don't know, that'd be rude. Brian would be upset if we talked about it.
Yes, he would. Ooh, we have some questions.
Please read them to me, Ben.
Let's see.
Just the bottom two.
Justin, if you could add background characters to II, what would you add? You cannot say Milk or Teddy. Those were already added in.
I want Spiky Mervert everywhere.
Spiky Mervert.
I was the one that voted for him.
What does Mervert even mean?
Who knows?
I'm gonna look it up.
Intellectual. I don't think it's a word. I probably looked it up back in the day.
Urban Dictionary. Mervert. Oh well, that's not appropriate. I'm not reading that.
Okay, well now we know not to look it up.
Okay.
Jay, Brian, and Ben, would you rather have everything in the world but die tomorrow, or have nothing but live forever? Well, I'll always have friendship, so I guess I'm gonna have to choose the latter. I'm not. I don't feel like dying. Whoops.
It depends on what you mean by nothing. Do I have a possibility of getting something in the future, or am I just gonna have nothing forever?
Well, you're good.
And what counts as a thing? Like, does friendship count as a thing?
It does. I think we're leaving out abstract things when it says nothing.
That sounds like an abstract problem.
Physical possessions.
Huh. But, like, again, I guess it would depend on how long it takes. And, like, what about my family? Technically, they're physical, but they're not possessions.
You lose them, too. They're physical.
No, okay. Let's look at the next question. Will episode 9... What?
No, go on.
Will episode 9 take place in something new, like in episode 8, or will it take place on the grassy grass?
I'm going to go...
It does have new locations. The sets are being drawn right now.
I think that's a good way to put it. Don't expect anything crazy or distant, but yeah, new sets are being drawn up at the moment.
Yeah, it's not quite as dramatic as...
We're not taking a balloon ride to a magical location to meet evil, but...
But there is new scenery. It's new scenery. It'll be nice.
It better be! Let's see.
Okay, so I have a challenge question for you guys. The animation station. Justin, can you do an impression of Balloon? That one's in all caps, so that's the most important part. Brian do an impression of Knife, and Ben doing an impression of Fan or Mi Phone 4S.
Okay, so...
I'm your biggest fan! No, I can't do that. That's easier. That's much easier.
I used to be able to do it pretty well, but it's been a long time since I tried. I'm a balloon. This was more based off the very original balloon voice, but
Oh, hi, everyone.
It's starting to go into my Marshmallow voice.
Yeah, that was Marshmallow. That wasn't Balloon at all.
Yeah. I guess I've been practicing. For some reason, I feel like practicing Marshmallow, even though Dalton has it all covered.
Dalton's great.
So what kind of fun challenges are we going to do to try to get to know each other? To get to know each other. To get to know each other. Apple.
Oh, wait.
Apple.
Minded Master clarified his question. He says, no, I mean nothing forever.
Nothing forever.
Loneliness.
I
I could still live on the streets or whatever, right? How would I survive? Wouldn't I just die in a couple days? If I can't have food?
Well, I guess let's say yes. You're going to die either in a day and have everything, or live just slightly longer and then
starve to death or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, then the first thing.
There we go.
Oh, ooh, this is an interesting question. Do objects have families? If so, then how do they reproduce?
I'm gonna go with. Okay, I'm going to give you a non-canon answer because the writers are not 100% confirmed on this, but I have my own thing that I want to introduce to the show, and I'm going to use the term no.
Yeah, that's a tricky question because different writers have different opinions about that. I know that some of us...
oh, wait. That interferes with something.
Some of us do want...
It's no on an interesting level, but don't be surprised to see families. Mm-hmm.
We have... I'm not exactly sure how to say this because different writers have different opinions about this. But I want to say that yes, they do. And how they reproduce, I also have a personal theory about that, but I can't say it without giving something else away that we're working on. Okay, let's look at the next one. Make an object show. No.
Okay, let me just go back for a second because someone wanted me to watch a fan-made episode of a show called Shape Worlds. Post that later, and I'll watch it when we're finished, and then tell you what I think.
You can't post it. You can't post links.
You know what, Ben? He did post a link. He did.
How did you do that?
He just did the watch part. Brian wrote a thing. I meant no one wrote a thing, and this non-existent person wants me to say out loud that a certain person named Ryan's disappearance shows how easily we can cease to exist. We're only real for a duration of time as we randomly appear into existence, then suddenly vanish away, and then end the live stream without a proper ending mid-sentence.
Wait, what did you just read?
A non-existent person wanted me to say something that's non-existent.
Was that in the comments? I don't
Text.
see it. Okay.
Did you not get? Wait, was it just to me? I should probably clarify that to you. No, it's in the group text, whatever.
Oh, okay, I see it now. Anyway, BFDI may have been the first show, but I think II will always be superior. Thanks, the animation station.
Gracias.
Intelligent Squid. Only Carrie could answer that question, actually. How come? Do you mean your previous question about if objects have families?
Yeah, well...
Why would only
II has its own physics, reality, etc. Friend, do you prefer Adam or Taylor?
Justin, is your favorite BFDI character Dora?
I would have to say no, because Dora isn't Pin. Sorry. Nor is Dora spelled with 2 O's, my favorite II character.
What?
I'm making that canon right now. Dora is spelled Doora.
Oh. Okay.
As in Dora doll.
For the record, my favorite BFDI characters are probably... I like Book. I like Ruby. I like Pin. I like Pin a lot. And I like Yellowface. I used to really dislike Yellowface, but now I do. By now, I mean I used to like him because BFDI isn't around anymore.
As much as I love Jack and Jill Play Guys, I haven't watched BFDI in At least a year, probably, right?
I'll be honest. It kind of makes me it kind of makes me angry the way that they don't keep in touch with all their fans. They don't even give
It's
them an
not their
update or anything.
style.
They
We do
just
it because
completely
we
leave them
enjoy it.
hanging.
If they don't enjoy discussing things with fans or keeping them updated, is that a huge deal? I mean, plenty of television show creators don't communicate with their fans. Why does it have to be different on the internet?
I feel like
I think it's better to, but if they don't want to, should we hold that against them?
I definitely see your point, but they did do that whole live stream thing where they went out of their way to like talk about the future of BFDI and everything. I don't know. It just
it's how they want to construct their own profession, business, however you want to put it. And if it's not in their interest, it's the internet, and it's all based on what you want to do.
it still bothers me a little bit.
And you're entitled to your opinion. So, whatever.
So if you could have some overdramatic epic ending for the second season of Inanimate Insanity 2,
please.
there's a second season of Inanimate Insanity 2? What is that?
Okay,
Inanimate
go,
Insanity 2 and a half?
Okay, leave him alone. Go on.
What would it be? And the scenario is with Steve Cobbs, Me Phone's New and Old, and Bo. We actually already have something very
along those lines.
Yeah, it's actually very close to being along those lines. So we can't really answer that.
Come on, we have been planning this for so long. Just believe us when we say we got something covered that you'll be happy with.
It's been planned since before I was a part of the crew.
Before II Season 2 started.
Dang. Question about the Me phones. Oh, sorry. Did you have something else to say?
I'm basically done. You can go ahead.
Question about the Me phones. I remember that you put the faces on your real iPhones for inanimate battle videos. Do you have any wallpapers for the Me phone screens? Looking for one for my iPhone 5C. Ooh.
Adam creates all of those.
I think he just uses like Flash or Photoshop to make them.
Yeah,
But
probably.
we should release them so that other people can use them if they want.
My phone screen is was that Brian? No, you sound like Brian for a second. What you got? My phone unlock screen is of Me Phone at the moment, though. It used to be the main screen also, but now it's Steven Lapis staring off into space.
Mine was Me Phone for a really long time, and then I changed it to Gravity Falls, and now it's Baymax. I really ought to update it to Steven.
Baymax. I had
Baymax is Bay to the max.
Wow, that's a new and clever joke.
I've never heard it before.
Oh, you.
P.S.
Oh,
Chairs.
Ben.
No, stairs. JayBud rules, blah, blah, blah.
But that isn't blah, blah, blah.
I think it is blah, blah, blah. Guys, can you make fedoras cool?
There already
Nobody can.
are. Wait, what? We have very different views on this, don't we?
I mean, they used to be cool, but then Justin wore one, and I don't know what happened to them after that.
That is an enhancement. Excuse you. No. I have friends that can pull off fedoras, therefore I can too. But
Adam is best pony. Dura for the win. Please love me.
Pearl is best pony. What are you talking about?
What? Oh yeah, she's a unicorn, right?
No, she's just a bird. But actually, yeah, Marble Madness. You're right. She is a unicorn.
Yeah. What happens when Cherry's stem breaks apart and like becomes separated? Do they just like die? No, they retreat into their gems to regenerate.
Can we just pretend that RI is Steven Universe for the rest of this?
Cherry's is secretly Garnet. Okay? Spoiler. Sorry. I'm sorry. Tennis Ball is awesome. Oh yeah, Tennis Ball it is an okay character. I like Tennis Ball. It's pretty good. Going back to BFDI characters there, though. What episode will be voting on an object to rejoin?
We have no plans at the moment for a character, whether old or new, to join amongst the ranks of the characters. That is a conscious decision made primarily to focus on characters that we would like to see grow and not have to start anything new up that is completely unnecessary to the plot. Ben?
Well said. I personally think it's going to be very unlikely that there's going to be any kind of rejoins or debuts.
We are very sorry, but we're trying now to focus more on just creating what's the best possible outcome for the show, rather than short-term things that might make a few fans happy for a short while, if that makes sense. Because what's put into the show, it's forever. You know what I mean? It becomes concrete. So we got to kind of take focus on that, what lasts forever rather than what's temporary.
The Inanimate Insanity cast would like to advise you that if you would like to see a character stay in the game, don't vote them out in the first place.
Well, to be fair, if like 40% of the fans vote out a character and that's enough to get them eliminated, then that still leaves 60% of the fans that didn't.
That's true. That is one of the big problems with
which we might get around
voting.
to fixing that flaw as time goes on.
Shall we look at some more questions?
I would love to hear some.
Was the MePad body made on Flash, or did you guys just took it from Google Images? I don't know.
I'm sure there'll be an Ask Adam sometime in the near future where he'll be more than happy to. Actually, if you go to Animation Epic on DeviantArt, is it Animation Epic or is it Animations? I think
It's Animation Epic.
Animation Epic on DeviantArt. He has an AMA always ongoing where he will answer your questions. So check that out. What else is there, Ben?
Hold on, wait. I lost the tab. Where'd it go? Okay, I found it. Where is Adam? Hey, where's Adam? Okay. We don't know.
If we knew, we'd be recording right now for our other channel, Media Discussions, where we'd be talking about the new Steven Universe episode, Love Letters, which plenty to talk about.
Builderman versus Notch is having trouble hearing us. Is anyone else having that problem? I guess people will respond to that question in a couple minutes.
I feel like more people would know that there's a problem if there is an ongoing problem, right?
True that. All right. Are you guys a fan of Pokemon? I am, very much.
I love Pokemon, but I have not played a Pokemon game since Diamond. I owned Alpha Sapphire, and I'll get to it. Does it count that some of my favorite Smash Bros. Characters are Greninja and Mewtwo? Does that count for anything?
No, it does not. My very favorite game. Yeah, even mine and Master agrees. It does not count, Justin.
He did not hear the word. Okay.
He says no.
Forget it.
Oh. He was saying no. I can hear you guys just fine.
Okay.
Do you guys listen to Bo Burnham?
Okay, funny you mentioned that. Literally 20 minutes before this live stream started, Brian was showing me one of his videos, the repeat stuff one. And I know my friend Evan recites them all the time. I had not looked that much into him as much as I love him. I will. He's very funny. But I think that video actually led to this live stream. It's interesting that you brought him up. Because we started talking about all this weird stuff, and I was like, Brian, let's just talk to the world about this stuff. And Brian's like, no, that's dumb. And I'm like, you can put it on your channel. He's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm like, please, I'm playing Smash Brothers. I can't start a live stream. He's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, okay. On the JayBud account, let's do this. And then,
oh, sorry, go on.
It's interesting because I wanted to name it something that shows that I named it Intellectually Discussions, just to be like, oh, we're going to pretend that we're going to talk about something smart, but then just talk about garbage. But then we started off the podcast, and somehow it turned into just that. I was like, oh, whoops. But welcome to Intellectually Discussions. I guess we're going to stick with that name. I kind of just wrote it on the spot.
Have you ever heard of the Animation Station's object show called Fight for Paradise?
I have heard the name around. I'll check it out when I get the time.
I have not. I'm sorry.
Bird Dookie, what process of episode 9 are you in? Writing, voice acting, animation? We are between voice acting and animation.
Writing has been done for a long time.
Oh yeah. We're
Voice acting just takes.
all right, we need one more character. We've been done minus one character for a while. We've been having difficulties getting
Fortunately, that character is
correct.
pretty important, so it's a bit troublesome to try to
I
start
was
animating
very
the
prepared to
episode.
voice that character. I don't know, whatever. And a few other people in the cast, but I guess we're set on a specific person trying to get it right. I don't know what's going on with that. And thank you, Mr. Simon.
But the animation for the second episode shouldn't. What?
What? I'm sorry, I was looking at the comment. You were
Okay.
saying.
This episode shouldn't take as long to animate as episode 8 did.
Oh yeah.
Because it doesn't take place in a drastically new location. Like I said, there are some new sets.
You tried to trick them into thinking that.
Yeah, but there are some new sets and sceneries, but I mean it's not as drastic and it's not going to take as long. Plus the episode is quite a bit shorter, isn't it?
A bit. I don't think much. It's gonna be still relatively around the same-ish, unless
We
we
tried
cut
our
some
best.
things down.
We tried, guys. We really tried.
The next, I can't think of one for like a little while that we can make really short. Actually, Brian and I were talking concept earlier that, okay. So I have a few in mind that could be shorter, but chances are it's going to keep on. We're going to say, oh yeah, going to be plenty shorter and it's going to be around the same. And we're just going to screw ourselves over every few months. I guess it's consistent, isn't it?
At least we're more consistent than Gravity Falls. More questions?
There's something more to this that we have missed. Okay, yeah, sure, go for it.
If I gave you a goldfish for no reason, what would you name it? Depends on whether it's a living goldfish or goldfish as in the snack that smiles back.
Goldfish. I'm sorry. Who was that? Brian? Yeah. I would name Steven, because gold's what?
I would name it Fiero.
How's Fiero doing?
I don't know. I haven't talked to my grandma Kathy in a while. I hope he's
How's
doing well.
Fiero doing?
For those who don't know,
Everyone.
some summers I go and hang out with my cousins all up in New York, and we went to a carnival last summer, and we won a goldfish, and or my cousin did, and we had to decide on a name for the goldfish. So we decided to consult the internet, namely Justin.
That's me.
My cousin asked Justin what we should name the goldfish. Justin said Fiero, in honor of the character from Wicked, right? I assume that's why.
Yep.
And yeah, so now there's a goldfish named Fiero living with my grandma in New York.
You're not going to New York this year, are you?
No, I'm not. It really
We
sucks.
could have met up and we could have thrown a party and we could have vlogged everywhere and be like, hey guys, this is Justin and Bammer.
Hello? You cut out for me.
What?
You got too excited. All right, should we look at the next question? We spent more time on that question than several.
We don't need. Okay, first of all, we don't need to answer questions because they don't exist.
Nobody exists. The snack that smiles back. Children.
Speaking of, okay, super off topic. I was looking at the title. For some reason, I named it "Why Are We Here?" Why are we here? Whenever other smarter talks away. We're gonna start referencing Blue again soon, right?
As soon as we finish Korra, so maybe next year.
This summer, though. What are you doing this summer? I'm not doing anything. Getting ready for college. What else? Can we watch? Okay,
College.
Can we finish Korra today? That's a better question.
No, I'm going to a movie night tonight with my friend. We're
No,
gonna
you're
watch Rent.
not. There's nothing in theater.
We're gonna watch Rent at her house.
Fair enough. I thought you meant theaters.
That's true. There's nothing good on
Well,
right now. I don't remember the last movie I
Let's
saw.
put out a movie right before Avengers Age of Ultron comes out, right?
Wait, Avengers Age of Ultron is coming out soon?
Yeah. Oh,
Does that mean that guy is going to be able to finally make Dr. Horrible, the sequel?
Joss Whedon?
Yeah, that guy.
I would love for that to be a thing. So, Dr. Horrible is life.
Dr.
No,
Horrible,
actually,
the
I'm
sequel.
also extremely excited for Age of Ultron as well. So it's give and take, you know. I mean, you got no strings on me. I got.
Hey, Justin.
Yes.
Will Toilet get an episode all about trying to make MePhone 4S accept him as an assistant? And a challenge somewhere, too. First of all, props for remembering that MePhone 4 is actually secretly a MePhone 4S.
Secret.
He has the MePhone 4 software, but 4S hardware.
I'm gonna go with kinda sorta.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I don't think there's ever going to be an episode where that's the only thing that happens.
Well, it won't be the focus of the episode, but
It'll be
I'm gonna go kinda sorta. As in a subplot, kinda sorta.
I think it'll be a instead of an episode, I think it's going to be something that just continues to sort of happen over time, maybe? I don't know.
Sounds about accurate.
Okay. Misung Galaxy confirmed?
Yeah, you know what? You know what? I have more in my life besides animated sanity. Don't you know that? Don't you all know that? I voice on other shows. I have my own projects. I have my own life. But yet, that's all you want to talk about, isn't it?
Whoa, Justin.
How?
Justin,
dare
take it down a
you.
notch.
I will not.
For the record, Steve Cobbs completely destroyed Misung as a company before it even got off the ground. Moving on.
No, I will not move on.
Am I the only one who forgets Paintbrush is still in the game?
I love Paintbrush. Paintbrush is one of my favorites.
The
I mean,
one-
we're not talking about.
You don't want to talk about II anymore? What do you want to talk
No, we
about?
can. Let's go. Why don't you ask me about Royal Escape, which is probably inappropriate for the ages of Slash? Why don't we talk about Campfire Stories podcasts or media?
Justin, Ben,
Let's just
guess
talk
who my
about
favorite
Steven
Pokemon
Universe
is.
for an hour. Please.
Guys, Justin, we have to guess who mine and Master's favorite Pokemon is.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna guess it's my favorite Leo.
Why do you like Litleo? Just because he's a lion?
Well, duh. And he's hashtag super adorbs.
Yeah, there are lots of Pokemon cuter than Litleo, for the record. But
Stop it.
why do you like
It's
lions?
also fire, and fire is hashtag best Pokemon type.
It's a stupid element.
Well, in the Airbender universe, kinda.
But
No, that I didn't say Korra, Ben.
does Korra not take place in the Avatar universe?
I said Airbender, not Avatar.
Okay. Anyway, I'm guessing mine and Master's favorite Pokemon is Minun.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Minun was always my favorite of the two. For the record, I was going to say what my favorite Pokemon was, but I don't think I have one. One of my favorites is definitely Spheal, because Spheal is the cutest.
I was about to say, you make Spheal stuff all the time, or at least used to.
If you put Spheal next to Litleo, it makes Litleo look like a pile of garbage.
Oh, Litlio's
And if you put it next to Garbodor, it makes Garbodor look like an even bigger pile of garbage. Pokemon fans will get it. Unlike you, Justin.
I'll get it one day, question mark. I'm sorry.
Will Dora win II2? Hashtag Team Dora for the win.
I'm sorry,
It's spelled with two O's. Come on,
Two
people.
O's, guys. Two O's. And secondly,
Come on.
does Dora make another appearance ever again? I don't know.
Dora is never going to make another appearance, ever.
I've been fighting for Dora to not be in the show anymore since episode 3. But I was like, oh, I guess, well, since we did this stupid episode... Oh, I said 3, too. since we did the two stuff, we have to carry it over. And then like, well, let's bring it to haunted house too. I'm like, why? There's no reason. And then they're like, oh, but it's so funny. I'm like, fine, last time. And then
Why didn't you
in episode 5, they brought it up. I was like, there's no reason. Okay.
Why didn't you like Dora?
Because I had better thoughts for Knife that I guess were moved forward. We kind of moved it till later. We could talk about it later.
If Mifon 4S isn't going to be in Season 2, would you consider him a symbolical Season 1 character? Sure.
Yeah, I like that. I do like that a lot.
Yay, I won. I was correct about my Master's favorite Pokemon.
What?
Do I win?
What? Was I close?
Justin, are you thinking about doing other projects on your channel?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Jay Plays. I need Sam to do something for me that I've been waiting for quite a while. But once he does that, I will be more than happy to start up Jay Plays again. I got that. We got Knife and Trophy Shorts coming out. Those are on the horizon. On a separate account, we have Jay Sings coming out. It was a stupid joke I brought up during the An Insanity episode, Season 2, Episode 8 live stream, where I was like, well, let's just make a separate YouTube account for the II characters singing. I'm going to do that. Why not? I'm not a good singer. It's not going to be enjoyable in the slightest, but you guys are going to watch it anyway.
We're just like Apple, the company.
What else am I doing?
Speaking of II shorts,
Okay.
you know what I'd really like to do? I'd really like it
to
if
do,
we
Ben?
could somehow arrange to to write and make little 2 or 3 minute II shorts that would come out every so often in between episodes.
We've been wanting to, or at least I've been pushing for that for a while, but then again, I'm not an animator, so whenever I introduce an idea like that, I get pushed off because, Justin, you're not an animator. You don't know what it's like doing all this workity work.
Well, we could talk to Adam about it as long as we have some good ideas. I was thinking it would be cool if Fan maybe had a little talk show where he sometimes responded to comments and maybe interviewed some other contestants every so often. It would be good because Brian's pretty easy to get a hold of and he could do the voicing pretty readily. Yo, fans, let us know if that's something you'd like to see.
Hashtag yo low. Yeah.
Justin, why?
We're trying to make it cool and hip for the audience.
Gotta yank that youth vote, boy.
Peace in the Middle East.
Peace in the Middle East, Holmes. Will I ever have something where they go into other dimensions? It's not like I'm thinking of having my contestants going into computer. Spoiler!
I don't believe spatial jumping / dimension hopping, whatever you want to call it. I don't think we have anything like that planned at the moment.
Not at the moment.
I don't think that's ever something that's been taken into consideration, except for probably Brian, who's probably thought of every single possible route to go with the show, right?
Brian thinks about the show a lot. Brian is
worry
always
about it
thinking about
sometimes.
writing possibilities and stuff.
Is he gonna be okay, Ben? What do you think?
Prognosis isn't looking good. I got to be honest with you, Justin.
What happens if II ends? Does Brian live?
If Brian dies in II, he dies in real life.
The game, you die in real life. Why? Okay, well, is there anything that if there's a specific show that dies, you die as well? Is there?
Steven Universe.
Yeah, well, that's my answer as well. Reverence Blue is also very important to me. I survived the Arby and the Chief finale. I don't know how. That was the finale. Actually, it's kind of being brought. I don't know.
You know that Steven Universe. You know that Steven Universe, Stephen Hawking movie where it's like.
Can we have a Steven Universe movie?
Sorry, did I say Stephen Hawking? I meant Stephen King. He's the horror writer guy, right?
Ben.
I'm not good at this.
Wording.
You know what? Never mind.
Shh, no, Ben. The audience is listening. They would love to know.
There's like this Stephen King movie where like I don't even know where I was going with that. Never mind.
We're going to just say that Ben was talking about The Shining, and we'll move on.
I like shiny things. What's your opinion about shiny things, Justin?
Waste of my time, Ben. It doesn't even exist. Why would I look at something and care about it if it doesn't exist?
Why are we here?
Have you ever wondered why we're here? Well, it's one of life's greatest mysteries, isn't it? Why are we here? Is it some cosmic coincidence, or is it really a god watching everything?
No, I mean like here in this canyon.
Ben, let me finish.
I don't know when the quote ends.
I would have paused. And then you would have been like, what?
I thought you might have kept going, and then I wouldn't have gotten a chance to show off what little information I know about Red versus Blue.
Ben, I'm gonna make sure you know every little detail about Red versus Blue by the end of the summer. Promise. And if you don't watch it, I'm just gonna tell you everything because I can't take it anymore.
So Justin, which is better, Red versus Blue or Steven Universe?
Steven Universe, slightly.
Really?
Yeah, Steven Universe is my new favorite show. Period. End of discussion. Red versus Blue, it's still very, very high up there, and I adore it, and it's just getting better and better and better. But
guys, audience people, that's actually huge. Ever since I've known Justin, his favorite piece of media in existence, movie, TV show, book,
Steven has
it's all Red
risen
versus
to number
Blue.
one quite a while ago. I don't know. Maybe it's been a while since you asked me, but
It didn't inform me.
Who are your favorite animated characters, Ben? Just name off a few.
Pearl, Garnet,
Yeah. Amethyst.
Connie. What?
I thought you were just gonna name all the gems. I was gonna like,
No.
And then you always said Lars.
Amethyst isn't one of my favorite animated characters.
Okay, go on.
At least not yet. But she is still a very good character, don't get me wrong.
Love her.
Connie, Steven, Lars, Sadie, Jamie,
Just
Ronaldo.
name all the characters from the show.
I don't want to spoil anything, just in case some people here don't watch.
Yeah.
Other animated characters: Aang, Katara, Sokka, Toph. I like Toph.
Call me tough because I'm tough.
I like the supersonic waves she produces.
I produce a supersonic wave with my mouth.
Oh, Stan, Dipper, Mabel, Seuss.
Is the first character you're naming from each show your favorite from each show?
The first one that comes to mind.
Okay. Because if I'm just going like one show each, I'm gonna say like Pearl from Steven, Agent Washington, Red vs. Blue. We got Varric from Korra. We got Aang Last Airbender. Who's my favorite Granny Falls character, Ben? Do you know? I don't...
Waddles.
Waddles? Okay. I was thinking more along the lines of Mabel or maybe Stan. Dipper's also high up there. Total Drama, Heather.
Heather's great. I've actually been watching Total Drama World Tour lately.
Watch World Tour every day. I have not watched season 6. I've not watched After All Stars because I can't do it anymore. I can't do this to myself.
Season 6 was, in my opinion, the third best.
I can't. I don't trust it. I don't trust the show anymore. I can't do it. It's taken so much out of me. I'm so upset.
Justin, it's okay.
By the way, Gwen is a close second. Alejandro and Courtney also up there for that show. Favorite characters from other shows. What shows haven't I mentioned, Ben? Can we guys say Chief from Arby and the Chief? Which you stopped. You stopped that as also around where everyone else stopped.
I didn't stop. We stopped.
Yeah, we stopped both Arby and Red vs. Blue to watch Airbender / Korra. So we'll get back to those. What other shows do I watch? From Star vs. the Force of Evil is wonderful.
Fry, Leela, Bender, Amy, Professor Farnsworth, Zoidberg.
Yeah, I'll get to Futurama.
You need to watch
one day.
Futurama.
I'll get to it.
Gumball,
Dashi.
Darwin, Anais, and Nicole, I all really like from Gumball.
Dash
Richard's all right, but he's not particularly unique.
I was gonna say Dash from Milp. Milp.
I've been thinking of getting back into that show.
I haven't. I'm like 2 weeks behind at the moment. I enjoyed enough to just watch. I'm not crazy about it. I'll just watch. Animated shows, dude. Or like Lars, my favorite gem.
Lars is the best gem.
Ben, do you watch non-animated shows? Question.
I watch Modern Family, but that's it. That's honestly the only
that's like weekly show that you're currently watching.
Yeah.
What do I watch that's weekly? Better Call Saul. Well, that season finale just aired and it was awesome. Weekly shows. I'll get to I need to catch up on Modern Family. I'm still season 1, but I've watched throughout. I watched sporadic episodes. That might be it. That's upsetting. It's hard to say Orange is the New Black because they air like 13, 14 episodes per year, but all on the same day. That comes back in like a month and a half, and that's like one of my favorite things in the entire world.
Ooh, I like Marianne.
Oh, Marianne and what's her name? Doris and Marianne. Doris and Marianne escape prison.
Doris is better. TBH. They're both very good, though.
They're both wonderful.
Okay. Justin, I think it's time to catch up on some questions.
Fine.
How many light bulbs does it take to screw a light bulb? Only one. Wink. Will I ever find my keys? Will the demon man ever stop his drinking problem? Will Taylor ever get me my coffee? Find all this and more on Inanimate Insanity 2.
You see, I was going to be rude and say, well, you forgot the golden rule of Cobb. No random doesn't equal 5. But you turn into II, so I guess you win life. Congrats. What next, Ben?
Will there be a next best of video? Well, I mean, someone has to get eliminated for there to be a best of video, right?
Can we just eliminate someone right now?
Okay. You. What's your face? Yeah, you're eliminated.
Oh, who, me?
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. Suitcase is eliminated!
But yeah, there's not going to be any more best of videos until another
I
person.
thought you were going to make an announcement that I didn't even know about. There's going to be no more best of videos. No, yeah, so next elimination, I suppose. Can we get Doe back and then eliminate him again just to make another best of? It'll be only a few seconds long, but love that song. I used that song for a demo reel like 2 years ago.
But now you have Alone Together for that.
Yeah, and then I made a new film demo reel based on a bunch of projects I made this year that used the song Alone Together from Steven Universe, the episode called Alone Together. Ding. And when you work on a demo reel for that long, it's just all music based. You know that song by heart. And I'm glad that I used Alone Together because usually when I listen to a song too much, I'm like, okay, I'm done. But yeah, that song's still going strong.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tanks for the Memories just aired. What did you think about it? What's Tanks for the Memories?
Is that Milp? Might be. Oh, wait, I heard it's going to be a Dash episode, and she has a pet named Tank, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah, so it's probably Milp. The only thing I've heard about it so far is Animated James writing on Twitter something like, Yeah, after that episode, I don't think I could call myself a Dash fan anymore. So,
Oh no.
as a Dash fan, I say fan, but I'm not crazy about the show. But if I had to choose a favorite, there you go, Dash. As a person that very much enjoys Dash, I'm not getting excited about watching.
See, this is why your favorite should be Fluttershy. It should be everyone's favorite.
That's what James said. I guess it's Fluttershy. I think, right? Oh no, I think he said Pinkie Pie. Never mind. Close enough. They're the same voice.
They have the same voice actor.
Same voice.
Do you guys play Clash of Clans? No.
I heard someone play it once. Next question.
Can we see Tub of Lard? Okay, Tub
Next
of Lard
question.
confirmed to debut in II.
To be
We'll make it
eliminated,
happen.
so we could have another goodbye video.
What are your opinions on Total Drama, the Redonkulous Race?
Well, I looked at this comment, and that's what made me bring up Total Drama in the first place. It doesn't have Chris McClain. There goes the only consistency on the show.
I'm looking forward to it.
Maybe I'll watch season 6 to get ready for it. Maybe not. I'll decide at the time.
You're not going to.
Well, I might. I'll consider
No,
it.
you're not.
Strong, heavily, maybe,
No.
possibly, kind of, sort of. I can do it. I can do anything. Yo, I'm Justin. Dog. Yo.
I don't like Total Drama. It was Cartoon Network's attempt at teaching kids about celebrities in the media. But I do like how the first 3 seasons were made to potentially be symbolic and nostalgic.
I'm not sure
I
if
don't think it was
nostalgia is
Cartoon-
something they could go for in a show, but
I don't think it was Cartoon Network's
It's
attempt at
nostalgic
teaching
now.
anything. I think it was just supposed to be entertainment. I didn't.
Maybe,
It's not really supposed to be educational.
but it could have been initial. I mean, I had that machinima show going on, and it lasted an episode, and that was a huge theme on it. Celebrity impact. I was so excited to make that show, but I never get the time to make it. So I was like, I can't keep putting myself through this if I'm only going to be able to end up making 3 episodes by the time I go to college. I think I had there's 20 episodes in the first season, and then infinite number of episodes in the second season. If I couldn't make it to the end of 1 season, I felt like I can't do this. Maybe if I'm older and have have means to do it, maybe I'll continue True Deity. But I had everything written out for that. Ben, why did you let me stop it? Were you around? Were you around when I stopped that? Were you around for that show? I don't remember.
Nope.
Really? Huh.
You told me about it though.
How long? When did I stop then? Wow. that must have been a while ago then.
Should we go on?
You know what, Ben? You do you. Yeah, let's go.
If you could start your own object show, what would you name it, and what would your contestants be?
I did make an object. I gotta find it. Okay, give me a second. Because I was talking to Taylor, and then I don't know I don't think I gave it a name. For now, we're gonna call it codename Taylor Drew the Objects Show.
Oh, I remember.
Because he drew all the characters once I named them. Can I screen share? I'll screen share in a second. But if I could find the picture, I'll screen share once I find it. But I had some fantastic characters. There was Sock. There was Taylor's mom. There was Taylor's green mom. It was gonna be the best. It was gonna
No
blow
object
the
show
others
ever
out of the
was.
water.
I also made an object show at one point.
Do we care, Ben? Do we really care?
All right, I guess we're moving on then.
No, I want to know.
I thought you didn't care.
I want to know, no. So would you tell us, tell us fans. Okay, yep.
Before I started working on II, I was a big fan of object shows, and I was like, hey, I'd like to make one, but I don't know how to animate. So what could I do? I know. So I took out some pieces of paper, I got a pencil, and I started making an object show comic. Kind of like the original BFDI. Wasn't BFDI originally like a comic?
Yes, it was. It was Fire Points. Yeah. Oh, wait,
And
you said BFTL, right?
and my audience was just my sister and my dad. They would read it, and they liked it. I got a couple episodes in. It was fun. Contestants included, if I can remember, air conditioner, vacuum cleaner, battery, bed, matchbox, radio, shoe, violin, bat, like a baseball bat, bowling ball, cell phone, etc.
It's not letting me screen share. Oh, well. Well, I have them all the contestants out right here. So I'm just gonna name them. We got Xbox controller. We got Sock Monkey. We got Sock. We got something that looks like a yellow circle screaming with wavy arms. I don't know what that was. Maybe it's a button. We got Doorknob. We got Flatbread.
Flatbread.
That's what it looks like. Or Crust. Maybe it was Crust. We got round square. We got W. We got Poster. We got Soap Scum, Paco, Sushi, Rubber Butt, Sneezy, Pinata, Taylor's mom, and Taylor's green mom. And I think that Paco would have won. I don't know. Paco.
Looks like hard times ahead for Paco.
Womp womp. We did it. It would have been Paco or maybe Sock Monkey. I think it's Sock Monkey. That's the name, right? He stands right next to Sock. It just makes sense. I mean, but thank you, Taylor, for these wonderful illustrations that the fans will not be seeing at the moment. Not my fault, might I note.
Okay, so next question is, can I make my own best of videos? Oh, by the way, if I do, that means Pizza will have the shortest one because he in total only has about like 1 minute of screen time, all of his parts in episodes together. So,
You know what? If you're going to make something for your own content, you make it. Do what you want to do. If you love it, do it as long as it's legal, it's not hurting anyone, and this and that.
Good modifiers, Justin.
As long as it doesn't interfere with my life. You enjoy yourself and make something worth making. Make the best thing possible because you're possible. I was gonna call you awesome, but you're also possible. You're fantastic, all of you, every single one of you. YOLO. I think I ended that one on a high note. What do you think?
Good job. Who is the worst character in Total Drama overall? Mine's Cameron.
Beth.
Beth?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot Beth was a thing.
Next, is there an argument, Ben? You wanna fight here, buddy?
I don't know. What are other contenders for that title?
I mean, you could say
Lightning?
the Katie Sadie. What's the third one's name?
There's a third one?
From Revenge. Stacy.
Revenge. Oh.
That trio. But I feel like what they are is intentional.
Wait, what trio?
Katie, Sadie, Stacy.
Stacy. I don't remember Stacy.
She was the first eliminated in Revenge.
In Revenge.
You know what? We can move on.
Oh, right. She's the liar person.
Yeah.
I was thinking, for some reason, I was thinking of the twins from.
I haven't watched that, so I don't think.
Yeah, I know. I realize that. I don't know. I don't think about it a lot.
All right, I just find that irritating. That's all. No offense to writers' voices. Yeah, next question.
The reason why people voted for Yin Yang and were crying that Yin Yang is gone is because one.
I could agree. I find that.
That's a pretty accurate statement.
Next question.
Did you? No, I'm skipping that one. Do you have any pets?
Does my sister's goldfish count?
Is it named Fiero?
Swimmy, I believe.
Then it doesn't count.
I've had it a few years. I'm allergic to dogs and cats and everything else imaginable.
Donate to the Justin Foundation to help him live out the rest of the days of his sad life.
I love life. Life is fantastic. It's done.
How can you love life if you don't have if you can't even ever have a dog ever?
I thought you were going with how could you love your life if you don't have one?
Oh, I'm not that.
I got Justin all right.
I have a dog and a guinea pig.
I love animals. Love them.
You just can't have any.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I hate you.
I mean, if I move in with a friend that has a pet, I'm gonna just deal with it. That's when my life becomes miserable, when I just have to deal with that. Just keep it in the other room. That'll be good. Good. But then I can't stop myself from wanting to pet it. Oh no. Well, can a fish be called a pet if you can't pet it?
I used to pet my fish.
You are a terrible person, and you should feel bad.
Yes, I remember that.
Cool.
I liked to pet my fish. I was a terrible fish owner.
Did you watch Finding Nemo by that point?
I don't remember. I remember the first time I tried to watch Finding Nemo in theaters, though. I had to leave early because it was too scary.
What did you say?
You heard me. What? What?
I can only think of one time that's happened to me, actually. But I guess probably not that much better. I was really, really young. I was in Disney World. It wasn't technically a movie, but we went to this live performance thing of The Little Mermaid.
Oh my god.
Also takes place in the sea, or Ursula was just too much for me.
The ocean is too scary.
Ursula live? That's terrifying.
Because that's so much less embarrassing than being scared of Finding Nemo.
You
The
have two
show that
little fish swimming around the sea. What are you talking about? I had a scary octopus lady.
Bruce the shark gave my little cousin night terrors.
But he's so nice. Fish are friends, not food.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think of
both
people-
agree that we're both wimps.
Okay, I can agree to that.
Bravo, world, bravo.
What do you think of people who blatantly copy other object shows? Not to sound rude. That's not rude.
Blatantly copy. There are only ways. If you're making something that doesn't use your own creativity and doesn't create something new, and you don't put effort in those terms, you're only hurting yourself. So I say, if you want to do it, go for it. Maybe it's animation training, voice training. If that's what's going to work for you, do it. But if it's just to do it, and
If you're just doing it because you want to
gain
get famous or
popularity
whatever,
from it, yeah, exactly. You're only hurting yourself, and that's
people are gonna notice.
I'm not
if you're blatantly
gonna
copying.
be upset with you or anything. You do you, enjoy yourself. Certain other people will think differently than me, but I personally say, do whatever, enjoy yourself. Just don't waste your own time.
As long as you're not hurting other people and using stuff without their permission.
And this doesn't go just for our object shows, obviously. This goes for any kind of content. So,
But personally, if you're just blatantly copying something, I don't really see the point in making something like that.
yeah, don't waste your time, right? I mean,
Yeah,
if you want
exactly.
to just practice your animation until you could think of a good idea, then, I mean, that's something different. But
If you want to make something,
something, don't.
yeah.
It's two different definitions of make, you know? So, why bother, right? It just doesn't exist anyway.
who's your favorite total drama character? Mine is Gwen. Don't judge me.
Heather. Gwen's like a close second.
Yeah, Gwen's good. Don't
I like Gwen.
you don't have to be
I really
ashamed
like
of liking Gwen.
Courtney's up there too, and Alejandro.
Gotta go with Justin on that. My answers would all be pretty similar.
There we go. Those are the correct answers because they're coming from me. And if you don't agree, then just rethink everything in life.
This is why I'm scared of making a top list of Steven Universe episodes.
Oh my god, Ben, did you not make it? No, me and Brian both have ranking lists of Steven Universe episodes. What mine I'm very proud of. Brian's he's very proud of, but then we try to get Ben to make one because we want to know Ben's opinions because we care about your opinions. And Ben doesn't feel like making them. So
It makes me uncomfortable that you care about my opinions. If you didn't care, the stakes wouldn't be so high.
it's because we love you.
And that means
It's a list. It's just a list. It's no one's gonna get hurt by it. It's just
I could lose that
We're
love
interested.
just as easily as I earned it.
it's interesting. As long as you put house guests towards the bottom, I can't really be angry at you.
What is
Sorry.
what?
No, go. I'm good. Go
What
on.
is your favorite episode in the Amazing World of Gumball? Mine is The Void. Ooh, that's a tough question. I'd have to look up.
I thought that was a Wander Over Yonder episode. Maybe it is too. Go on.
I'd have to look up an episode list. I have trouble remembering all of them. But some of my favorites, some of my very favorites are from the newest season, actually. Like The Question. I really like The Question.
Oh, that's my favorite. Yeah.
Listen, shut up.
I haven't watched through Gumball yet. I will. I've watched a handful of Gumball. I've watched like 2 Wander Over Yonders. More than half of Starverses, and that's what I'm working on right now.
I like The Question, The Butterfly.
Oh, that's my favorite.
The Shell is probably my very favorite.
That's probably the best one.
But I also really like. I'm just looking through a list of episodes.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
There are a lot of episodes that I really like. To be
Oof,
honest,
so many.
It's a good show. Justin, stop.
So good. So good.
I don't do this to you when you guys are talking about Korra. I leave you alone.
Because we're gonna judge you otherwise.
The Void is actually a very good episode, though. That was a pretty recent one, wasn't it? Or am I thinking of something else? One of my big problems with The Amazing World of Gumball is that now there are so many episodes, it's hard for me to keep them all straight. Like, I can't necessarily tell what episode something is from the title, because all the titles are pretty vague. Usually you could tell, but not always. The Void. What happened in The Void? I can't remember.
All right, nap time, guys.
What?
Nothing.
Who's your absolute favorite? Oh, wait, there's something before that. When is episode 21 of Super Mario 3D World coming out, Justin?
Yell at Sam to make what I told him to make, and then I'll finish up Jay Plays Mario. And then I have Jay play plans that'll make things simpler and easier for me to make. And I think you'll enjoy that more anyway. Actually, I was gonna just upload my first play of Smash Brothers, Smash 4 for Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was I recorded it in the wrong file format, and then I imported to Sony Vegas, and it just comes out looking really, really gross. So I'm like, well, that's one video the viewers are never gonna see. Oh, it's really, I really loved it too. The first, like, it would be cut down. I would just cut out all the boring segments and I recorded extra long to make that possible. I did a 30-minute recording, and I would cut it down to like 10 minutes of just the best stuff. But the first 10 minutes of the recording is just me yelling at the screen because I forgot that you had to download the game to the Wii U once you want to start it up. Man, was I angry about that. I was never more excited. I have not been more excited for a game for a very long time at that point. But no, I just Smash Brothers, no! Why do you do this? Hey, buddy, you want to play some Smash Brothers after this?
No.
Never want to.
Who's your absolute favorite character in II? But it can be anything. It doesn't have to be alive.
Are they alive? Is anyone alive? Do we exist? Why are we here?
My favorite II character is Apple's red crayon from episode 5 of season 2.
Oh,
the red crayon that was so cruelly tossed aside and made a very, very terrified face.
Yeah, I like paintbrush and light bulb. If I'm allowed to say knife, I'll throw him into.
No, you're not allowed
to. Suitcase is up there, yeah.
Yeah, but for reasons that none of the.
Okay, we had plans for Suitcase, and because of those plans, I adore Suitcase. So people might as well make Suitcase their favorites now, just to be prepared. You gotta be more like Justin / JayBud, and your life will just be that much happier and enjoyable. And yep, that's the sounds of a perfect life. You better believe it.
All right, we should probably wrap up soon. Let's just get through the rest of the questions. We've been doing this for an hour and 50 minutes.
You know what, Ben? That's what they want you to think. That's what they want you to think.
Hat Guy S is sad because we skipped his question. Well, Hat Guy S, you forgot the golden rule of comedy. Random does not equal funny.
Is that accurate?
What?
I mean, is it accurate that okay, whatever.
What?
I wasn't sure if we actually missed it or not. Okay.
Well, no, he's been asking the question. All right, I'll read you the question. Did you ever drink diarrhea thinking it was coffee?
You forgot the golden rule of comedy.
Tell me, Justin, would you have wanted me to read that?
No.
Sorry, Hat Guy S.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ben. I should have trusted you.
All right, let's try to get through the next couple questions kind of fast.
Ben, we got to speed round this. We got to finish this. We got to wrap it up, guys.
How many days did it take to make episode 9? Like 90 and counting.
Well, if you mean season 1, episode 9, then probably less than a month.
Do you care about my opinions? That's from Intelligent Squid. I do care about your opinions,
well,
Intelligent Squid.
It depends. Okay, the question is, are they mine? If so, I definitely. Next question. If his opinions are mine, then, there we go.
Well, I think
otherwise, I don't see a reason to. I don't care about Ben's opinion.
I think he makes some pretty good points about some II episodes. He keeps us. I like his reviews, even if I think he is a little hard on some things.
And I take them all into consideration. Anyone that writes a review, seriously, I'm going to take into consideration and care about. And you guys are all awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Next question. Speed round. Go. Ben,
if you could date any
faster. Faster.
I'm not doing this.
Ben, go faster. Go. Pressure. Ben, you got this.
I'm not doing this under this.
That's not fast enough.
Okay. Should we just end it now?
We're all gonna die. Why would we end it? There's nothing to end. It doesn't exist. Nothing exists. You don't.
I wasn't here when that joke started, so I don't think that's funny.
Understand. Don't you know what are we talking? Ben, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
I'm waiting for you to calm down so I can read some more questions.
Noah, it has to end here. It'll go on forever, Ben.
If you could date any total drama character, who would it be? Mine would be Gwen. Don't judge me again.
Pass. I can't think of any good answers.
Me neither. Didn't 2 weeks ago Adam say episode 9 is in the works and is nowhere near completion? That's kind of true. It's definitely not near completion. Animation is very, very early on in its stages.
What I love about is that we write the episode so far ahead of time. Like the ending of episode 9 is what I think we're up to right now. But then I have to remind myself, no. That didn't happen yet. But to really I say episode 9, but like my mind is practically by the end of the series already because we got.
Yeah. From our perspective, it's like episode
It's
9
done.
already happened.
We
so
finished.
we have to censor ourselves whenever we think about it because we forget that you guys don't know what happens.
We can't talk about how toilets secretly need phones. So, hey, Steven!
It's Steven! What are you doing here, buddy? I live here.
Okay.
Justin, this is a question for you.
That's me!
Do you ship Brian X Taylor or Taylor X Benjabuddy?
There wasn't an option with Justin X Taylor. Pass.
Okay. You hate Maskey? I hate Maskey.
Love Maskey. Next question.
Do you mean Maskey from Object Overload?
Yeah, next question.
Because if so...
Speed! Rounded!
Okay, we're doing this again.
Ben, do you want to go home? We could go home now.
Oh, I liked the shell. The shell is very good.
Ben, the problem is the questions just keep coming.
Do you guys
There's
like...
no ends.
They come in pretty slowly.
No, they don't.
Do you guys like Five Nights at Freddy's? I like watching other people play it.
I like when people scream at it and then I laugh. The end.
I like the lore. I've never played it myself.
Oh yeah, well, all the game theory videos, those are fun.
Hey, look at that. I got a Skype friend request.
Hey, there you go, Ben. You're popular. You're popular.
If you would, who would you choose as the perfect pet?
Wait, did you say who or what?
It says who.
Who?
Brian. No, I'm just kidding. It's weird.
Well, I was wanted a pet with a lot of plots.
I already have the perfect pet. It's Buddy. Hey, Buddy. Oh, he's asleep. He's my dog.
I don't need a pet because I'm better than that. I would love. I just want anything. Just give me anything. I'll make do. I can give my love to anything. Oh, that's sad. Oh no, that's true on a number of levels. Ben, I need help. Ben. Ben.
With what?
Help!
What?
I can't talk about it.
Okay, whatever.
You never care.
Who is your least favorite character in II? I hate Suitcase and Soap.
Dora. Next question.
I'm really disappointed that a lot of people dislike Suitcase right now.
Yeah, to be fair, though, we gave...
I can't really blame you guys, though. Suitcase hasn't really done too much yet.
Love Suitcase. Yeah, Suitcase becomes the Bay, if you will.
But I do think that there is quite a bit of anti-Suitcase propaganda that happens in the community, and I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, we should make some propaganda.
One person's made the connection between Suitcase being a Mary Sue, and now that's all anyone says. And it seems like people are so caught up in that belief that they don't pay attention or keep an open mind when Suitcase is going to do
Mary Sue. That's not an accurate statement. Mary Sue means that the character doesn't do anything beyond belief, and their perfection is what drives them. Suitcase being a nice a pushover damages her and makes her life, I'm not gonna say miserable, screws everything up for her. I mean, you could say that she's boring because she's a pushover, sure. If you want to say that, that's your opinion. But Mary Sue's just an inaccurate statement.
And yet...
it doesn't work with the definition at all.
And yet, it's what everyone says. And to be honest, we haven't really... we haven't really given many good examples of Suitcase being a pushover damaging her life yet. There've been a couple, but I can't blame the viewers too much for thinking that she's a little bit bland right now.
Fair enough.
All right, answer this as the final question for Brian. Could we talk? I sent you a Skype contact. You're...
What?
That for Brian.
Next question.
Well, I just want to thank the BFDI crews for inspiring me to make a cartoon. Aw, you're welcome.
We love you too. Next question.
What's a JayBud? Is it a flower named Jay? And what's a Benji buddy? A buddy named Benji? And most importantly, what's a Brian Falling With style? Is it a shirt called Falling With, made by Brian? Yes, those are all correct.
I can't believe he all got those right on the first try. Next question.
That was incredible.
Speed running.
God damn, nothing is ever without its ending. Justin is clearly in denial.
Oh, nothing's real! Brian told me that, and now it's stuck with me forever, and I don't want to do anything ever again. I want to cry.
Will there be Meepod characters? If you mean Meepad, then there already is one.
If he means me pod,
No.
nah. Next question.
Their plans for Suitcase is to turn her into a mustard bottle. That is not the plan.
I don't remember that one anyway.
I'm going... ever found a shiny Pokemon before? Yes, I have found a shiny Graveler, which thankfully did not self-destruct before I could catch it, and I've also found a shiny Ponyta a long time ago.
Yeah, my name's Justin. Next question.
Everyone hates Suitcase. It's too late to develop her. That's the problem. I really hope you're being sarcastic.
Too late? No. There's going to be a lot more episodes, actually. Did the final BFTI Kitchens have anything going on before the finale? I don't know. I was going to mention something might be rude. I don't know. Okay.
I do really hope you're being sarcastic, though, because it's... I don't think that's ever really true.
It's never too late to develop any character.
Unless you've completely ruined a character somehow, and I don't think we've done that with anyone.
Next question!
Sing Wrecking Ball in Knife's voice.
Expect that on the Jay Sings account after I finish up Keep on Cleaning and various Frozen songs. Next question.
Hey, look, it's Webs for Eps. Justin, how many people have you kidnapped and put in your basement?
You might be wondering where Sam has been the last 2 weeks.
Was that Sam knocking on the basement door?
Next question. Next question.
That's the last one. And we just hit the 2-hour mark.
Wow! Wowie! It's like everything is coming to an end. Sorry, everyone. This has been Intellectual Discussions. Why are we here? I believe Ryan asked us to kind of just cut the broadcast off mid-sentence, but I don't think that's a good idea. We're going to wrap this up properly. Ready, guys? With a song. Ready, Brian? What are we going to sing? Ukulele.
No,
that's
okay. We are the crystal gems. We always save the day. And everything we can, we find a way. And find the people. Oh wait. This world believe in. Garnet amethyst and pearl.
Justin is back. Good night, everyone. Oh, one other thing I really want to talk to you guys all